Hello all, I'm back to provide some better video footage than the previous. I apologize about that. I was excited about my find, and I used my cell phone, and basically there may have been an error up on upload because when I viewed it, it was actually loud on my end. So I apologize again about that. But these are the two injectors. The one to the left here is the FK8, and the one here to the right is an aftermarket injector. The FK8 injector is roughly 800 or 850 cc's at 2800 psi. The aftermarket injector here from another manufacturer is 1400 cc at 2150 psi. Well, in the FK8, since it's 1400 cc at 2150 and the FK8 is 2800 psi, that would equate into more flow as far as could possibly be in the 1600 1650 range. So I don't know. I'm doing the testing and I will provide you guys with all the data. Basically, it's plug and play. It's basically the connectors, plugs are identical, other than the pitch of the plug, but that won't hinder anything. The plug plugs directly in there with no problems. As you can see here with this collar here, this is it just pops right off with the screwdriver. There you go, pops off. And this one has a little clip here, for time wise. It's basically, you remove this clip and it's a little locking ring in there. You just transfer it over, no issues. It works, everything, it few minutes tops, you have it transferred over and ready to install again. You see the O-rings here, they're different colors, but I actually ordered a set of Honda O-rings. Basically the white, I wanted to go back with all OEM Honda stuff, but I was looking up online, and there's a tool actually to install these. It basically slips over the tip here, and the O-ring slides over it and goes in there. But you can see this O-ring here has a little space. That's why, one of the reasons why I wanted to get the Honda O-ring, because you can see that the Honda is thicker. So I'm gonna definitely, before I install these, I'm gonna wait for those new injectors to come in the mail. The new injector O-rings, excuse me. It online, it was roughly, it's $70 for, I believe it was $70 shipped for 4 sets of O-rings. And they were on back order. I was notified that they wasn't at the dealership, and they will ship as soon as they come in. So whenever that will be, hoping next week. So other than that, I mean, I've metered them. I've checked the ohms. The ohms are like 1.5 to 1.7 ohms on both injectors across the board. The specifications as far as the diameter, length, everything's identical. The collar actually has a collar on here that slides over this, that goes under the fuel rail. It mounts on perfectly. Everything is completely plug and play. It should work. I mean, it will. Basically, I'm hoping it will provide enough fuel for at least I'm hoping 500s, 550 horsepower range. And if it goes more, hey, that's a plus. I'm also changing the intake fuel pump as well. It's a 450 liter per hour E85 compatible fuel pump, so it'll provide, you know, a constant pressure, constant flow to the high pressure fuel pump, so it won't have any, won't cavitate any, because these injectors flow, I'm, I'm sure, around twice the flow of stock, so the demand on the high pressure fuel pump gonna be much greater. So I'm hoping it would suffice for around the 550 range, but if it exceeds it, that's even more of a plus. So we will see. Basically, you use your Honda K tuner, you know, Motec, like what I have, calibrate the duty cycle to your application, and you should be riding after that. But I will update you guys on any more info and share it with you guys. I'm being totally transparent, so you guys can, you know, be in the know and pretty much get ready for this inexpensive power adder. It's available online. I'm not going to even say the price right now, but it's very inexpensive. Um, it's I will say this, with shipping and everything, it was in the maybe 400s, maybe. But you know, in comparison to what I've seen some other vendors offer, that's a drop in the bucket. $400 is nothing. But that's not including the $70 for the O-ring kits for them. But they're installation wise and or removal, it took some work actually, because carbon builds up right on this tip and makes it hard to come through. So I had to work the injector side to side, back and forth, and they popped out. And pay close attention to the tips when you pull them out, because I pulled this one out and you could see the tips. One of them was actually looked like it was, I couldn't even see the orifice holes. Most of them you can see because it blows, you know, it's high pressure, it blows through the carbon, but one I didn't see. It was only half of the holes were exposed. So I'm assuming that I had a Motec notified me of her, alerted me on a misfire. So I'm sure that was the cause, and it was on cylinder number 2. So I'm sure that was that carbon built up on the tip. But other than that, even though I have water method injection and 2 catch cans, there's still some accumulation on the valves, the carbon buildup. So be wary that, you know, I've said in my previous videos, it will prolong it from having excessive buildup. It won't stop it. So, you know, share this video with your friends, whoever have FK8 owners. Honda Accord owners could share this info as well, the 2.0 Ts. This will actually work with their setup as well. I will, you know, let you guys know if, as further, you know, as I install it and start it up, I will provide you with info. But please share it, get this out there, and everything's going to be free. I'm doing the testing. I'm taking the brunt. I'm taking the initial cost, so you guys don't have to. So, you know, stay tuned.